My name is Margaret, but everyone calls me Margot. I'm 78, retired librarian, living alone in Burlington, Vermont. 50 years ago, I adopted a baby girl named Lindsay after her teenage mom chose life for someone else. I raised her on library salaries and sheer will, ballet lessons, braces, college, the wedding she demanded I pay for. I never asked for a dime back. That was love, I thought. Then she married Derek. Overnight, I became the clingy old lady draining their savings. Lindsay's visits turned into lectures about how I needed to downsize and stop hoarding money. Translation: I was sitting on $420,000 in retirement accounts, and she wanted it now. Christmas morning, a package arrived. A beautiful red tin sealed with a gold bow, handwritten note in Lindsay's perfect cursive. Mom, I finally learned your toffee recipe. Made it myself. Love you forever. My chest actually ached with hope. My little girl had remembered the one thing I used to make every December. I stared at that tin and felt my lifelong frugality kick in. Homemade? From Lindsay's kitchen? The same kitchen where she once set oatmeal on fire? No thank you. I wrapped it back up and dropped it at their house that afternoon. For you and Derek and the boys, I told her. She went ghost white, snatched the tin, and slammed the door. An hour later, my phone exploded. Lindsay screaming, "Mom, did you eat any?" I laughed. I don't eat homemade candy from people who can't boil water, honey. The howl she let out froze my blood. You gave it to my children? Turned out the toffee was loaded with liquid nicotine, vaping concentrate strong enough to kill an elephant. The kind that leaves no taste, no smell, just sudden heart failure. The exact dose for a 78-year-old woman with a weak ticker. The boys were already in the ICU. The truth hit like a freight train. My own daughter had tried to murder me for an early inheritance, and my lifelong distrust of homemade sweets had just saved my life. Lindsay disappeared the same night. Derek called me sobbing. Turns out she'd been stealing from their joint accounts for years to cover online gambling losses. She needed me gone before the bank statements arrived. I didn't crumble. I weaponized. While she hid in motels using burner phones, I hired the meanest estate attorney in New England, a forensic accountant, and a private investigator who used to chase war criminals. We froze every account she thought was coming to her, rewrote my will, created ironclad trusts for my grandsons that Lindsay can't touch until they're 30, and handed the police a gift-wrapped case, the poison tin, the vape shop receipt in her name, the frantic texts she sent Derek asking if the old bat had eaten anything yet. She was arrested 3 states away trying to pawn my mother's antique ring. At sentencing, she cried prettily for the cameras, blaming postpartum depression from 15 years ago. The judge gave her 25 years. Today, I'm 81. I sold the old house, bought a light-filled condo overlooking Lake Champlain, and started the Margot Sinclair Trust, free legal help for seniors being financially abused by their kids. My grandsons spend every weekend with me. We bake real toffee from the original recipe, store-bought ingredients only. Lindsay still sends letters from prison. I was sick, Mommy. You owe me forgiveness. I use them as bookmarks. She wanted me dead before the new year. Instead, she gave me the best years of my life, and a mission to make sure no other grandmother ever has to open a pretty tin from her own child and wonder if it's her last Christmas. This is Margot, signing off from Burlington at 9:57 p.m. If someone suddenly remembers your favorite treat after years of silence, throw it in the trash unopened. Comment still here so I know you're breathing. Some gifts aren't worth the calories.